Welcome back to Kingdom Chronicles, where we journey filling their small home until there's no room left. Then comes the moment of truth. Elisha tells her, "Go inside and shut the door behind you and your sons. Pour oil from your jar into all the others, and as each is filled, put it to one side." She follows his command, closing the door on the outside world, on all the doubt and skepticism. In the privacy of her home, with only her sons as witnesses, she takes her small, insignificant jar of oil. She tips it over the first empty vessel. The oil begins to flow, and it doesn't stop. It fills the first jar to the brim. She moves to the next, and the next, and the next. The trickle of oil becomes a steady stream, a river of divine provision flowing from a source that should have run dry long ago. Her sons work quickly, bringing her empty jar after empty jar. The miracle continues, their small home transforming into a warehouse of abundance. Finally, she asks for another jar, but her son replies, "There is not a jar left." The moment he speaks those words, the oil stops flowing. The provision was limited only by the space they had prepared for it. Every single vessel they had gathered was now full. Overwhelmed with awe and gratitude, she goes back to Elisha to tell him what has happened. His final instruction brings her full circle, solving the very problem that drove her to him in the first place. "Go, sell the oil and pay your debts," he tells her. "You and your sons can live on the rest." This wasn't just a temporary fix. God didn't just pay her debt, He provided for her future. Through a simple act of obedience with the little she had, this widow experienced the limitless abundance of God. Her story teaches us that even when we feel we have nothing left, our small jar of oil, our faith, our talents, our resources can be multiplied beyond our wildest dreams when we place it in God's hands. It reminds us that God's provision isn't limited by our circumstances, but it often flows into the empty spaces we create through faith and obedience. Thank you for joining us on Kingdom Chronicles. If this story touched your heart, please like, share, and subscribe for more incredible stories from the Bible. We'll see you next time.